Y'all, I am not gonna lie. This chat thing has been driving me crazy. I've been trying to get it to work. I've been trying. I've been putting in the work. I just cannot get it to function properly. And I don't really know why. You know? Oh well. Let's post the stream to the fellas, as they say. I guess let's hide the chat deal. Doesn't really need to be there, I guess, if if it's not gonna show. Hello, chat. Hello. Hope you guys are having a good day. Having a fine day today. Today is going to be a casual farming stream. Yes. I think that today we're going to be doing a little bit of farming. I think that's the plan today. I'm loading up the world right now. I guess we can switch to this. Oh, my little guy isn't. Hold on. I forgot. I forgot to load him up. Bam. And just like that. Wait, why isn't it? There he is. Ha! There we go. Nice. Alright. Did we drop it? The stream has been dropped. Let's go. Let's go. Eventually, chat will be in this box over here, but for now it just doesn't seem to want to work. Let's see. Let's look here. So pop out the chat. Copy this. Let's see if it's any different. It's not. Sorry about that. If that was in your ears, I apologize. I sneezed. I was trying to prevent you guys from getting your ears blown out. I don't know how well it worked. Hopefully there's not too much feedback of the music in the background. Suppose I could turn it down a little bit. Something like that. That looks better. The game's loading, I swear. Just give it a moment. Give it a moment. It's on its way. It's on its way. The video game approaches. So. Preesh. It's almost there. It's getting close. I probably should have loaded up chat before, or not chat, but I should have loaded up the world before I started streaming. Realizing now that that maybe would have been a good idea. This loading terrain screen looks really great. I guess I can switch to the screen so you can see as well. It's nothing too oh, there we go. Haha. All it took was threatening them. Alright. Nice. I'm gonna turn down the audio very slightly for myself. Alright, so I believe we have a spider nearby. I can hear him. Let's see. Where's my man at? Oh, and now he's dead. Okay, so the plan for today is we're going to be doing a bit of a farming stream today. Bit of a farming stream. Let's go. Let's go. Let's let's check our quest real quick. We've got something. A bounty board. Ah, killed many a spider. It's true. It's true. The news is true. We've killed many spiders. Let's make ourselves a hoe. Let's do stone, I think. I think stone's gonna be the play. So our plan is to make our farming plot over here. I wonder if do we have any dirt? Do we recall if we have dirt? I don't think we do. I think we used all of it. We didn't. No, look at that. Let's use this dirt up a little bit, and fill in these spaces. Got a lot of areas I want to fill in with dirt here. So let's just do that real quick. Nice. There we go. All right. Nice. Maybe we like round off the mountain here. Yeah. So. There's a little tunnel behind here. It's definitely a choice. I think the main priority, though, is to cover this area here. Because this is an area that I could probably expand into later. So, we'll close it up. Hello, Rory. So you've decided to grace the stream with your presence? Yes, do you have a lot to say? She says, of course I have a lot to say, Father. That is what I do. Hello, sweet girl. I love you. I do love you. So we have 8. So I think is all the ones I need, right? So this needs, yeah, 6 plus 2 is 8, yeah. So I can actually cut down this tree real quick. I don't need it. Whoa. Apricorn, apricorn. This isn't Cobblemon, is it? Hello, baby. What's wrong? What's the trouble? You okay? You gonna be okay? Yeah, you're gonna be okay. She's not very happy right now, but she'll be okay. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. We do need to find a good water source nearby. Perhaps even making a kitchen sink would be a good plan. Although that might be, let's see. So a kitchen sink. So we could make just a normal kitchen sink. Dye it later if we feel so inclined. So it's gonna be 6 iron with some terracotta, which I don't think I have any. I don't have any clay yet, do I? No, I don't. I've got a good couple things that I'd like to get done, but I think the priority today is, of course, the farm. So we may just like, I don't know. We need a bucket if nothing more. We have the iron to keep making this. Might even have enough gold. We don't have quite enough to make everything work the way I want it to. But let's go ahead and we'll just toss this really quickly over there so that we remember to keep trying to get this. Maybe we can find some water. We can find some clay, make some terracotta. It's the whole thing. We'll take 3 of these and just kind of dump the rest of this stuff up here. Don't need to worry too much about that. Throw the iron in the pocket there. Yeah, I think the goal. I think we'll try and get that. I think we'll try and get the. Because I don't think. Yeah, I was gonna say we got to go down here anyway to check out this portal. It is still pretty distant. So probably isn't going to be where we are going to and from the Nether, just because it is it's a little bit of a journey to get down there. But that doesn't mean we can't use it to go to the nether, or to recover some obsidian so we can put another portal closer by. Honestly, might even still try and keep kind of the ruined nether portal vibe, but just, you know, closer, you know? So, give it a try. Really quickly, though, now that I'm glad I remembered. There we go. Alright. Go through the bamboo forest. Fun fact, the last playthrough I did for this, or not the last playthrough, one of the, not the last one, but the time before, of my attempt in doing this challenge, was in, it started in a bamboo forest. It's pretty good, honestly. One of my more successful runs, to be honest with you. It was one of those that, like, I probably, had I been a little bit more careful and a little bit more cautious, I could have probably gotten some really solid, really solid chance at getting to the point where I could kind of just coast from there. I'm going to employ some of the strategies that I learned from that attempt in this playthrough, and every, you know, subsequent playthrough if I happen to die in this one. But the plan is actually pretty easy, pretty simple. I'm not too terribly paranoid about oops. As long as that shark doesn't get to me. I'm not too terribly paranoid either. I feel relatively confident I can't make that jump to save my life. Maybe I should just put another block down. Maybe I should. Just like this. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got. Got a wild armor trim. Very good. We'll take that as well. Some iron, obviously. Kitty slippers are always nice. Saplings are cool and all. Definitely don't need any of the bamboo stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then a summoned steed, a camel for a short time. Not super useful, but it's all right. Let's just keep on a moseying. We could actually throw these slippers on my feet. That way I don't have to deal with creepers anymore. And I also have, you know, creepers and phantoms. Interesting. That's neat. I wonder if that's going to completely protect me, or if I'm going to have, like, the occasional phantom still get to me, you know? Well, there's a whole trading center over here. I'll have to give that a little look-see here in a second. Just as soon as we're done over here. Alright. So I could go up there and get that gold. That would be pretty useful. Efficiency's pretty good. A fishing rod. Projectile launch, amplify delay, pull, amplify twice. Okay. No, I mean, I'll give it a try. Some obsidian's always good. I think the rest of this I'll probably just go ahead and leave here. Yeah. Honestly, this isn't a bad nether portal at all. Definitely could use the gold and the obsidian. We've got 2. I think we have 4 pieces of nether pieces of obsidian back back home. Hey, what's going on, Oat Batcher? Basher. I apparently have not warmed up my my voice enough today. I've been kind of not stuttering, but I've been misspeaking quite a bit today, which is oh, that sucks. Okay, well, You win some, you lose some, I suppose. Man, I just lost 9, so that's fun. All right, keep going. Hopefully, we'll still get enough that we can. So we had 4 back at home, I believe, if I remember correctly. We have 5 now, so that's 9. So we should be actually pretty much good to go. Maybe we'll. I want to make it completely out of regular obsidian. I don't think I want to make any crying obsidian, just because it's like I could make it out of crying obsidian and it would work fine. But we're with crying obsidian and it would work fine. But I'd want to like have enough crying obsidian for it to look good. You know what I mean? For it to look intentional. I'll take some crying obsidian just in case I change my mind. But I'm not too confident about that, you know. I'll take some more obsidian. Either way, and then we'll go check out that training center, training hall kind of place, with the villagers over there, and then we will head back, and maybe even build our nether portal. That way we can pretty easily access the nether, and which means we'll have pretty easy access to Blackstone, which is going to be very important for making our pylons in a little bit here. My sword is going to break soon. I need to make a new one. It's getting a bit low. Alright. This level of jump boost is good and all. I like it, but it is a little annoying because it's not quite what I was hoping. There we go. Oh, great, we got water buckets. That's actually awesome. We can make an infinite water source, at least temporarily now, which will be quite useful. Ooh, some armor. Nice. Plus 6 armor. 1 luck. This is 0.625, so gotta say that's better. All right. We'll take the brewing stand. I guess we'll take this. It's useful enough. Take the cauldron too. Cauldrons are good for lava duplication later. So I'll definitely take that. I'll take the helmet. It's probably better than what I've got on, given the fact that my helmet currently is a leather helmet. Ooh. Okay. Iron chest plate. That's still not as good as the one I have on, unfortunately. But you know, it'll be fine. So we'll take this smithing table. Take a stone cutter. I'll take a blast furnace, honestly, too. Why not? Throw some stuff up here in the old second inventory, you know. All right. Pretty good. All right, let's head upstairs and see what we can find up here in the rafters. I don't think any of these chests have anything in them. No. I suppose I could take some scaffolding with me. That would be useful for later on. Not really all that useful currently, though. But I could take it anyway. Yeah, I was gonna say, what I got on is better. Well, I'll be honest, I was actually hoping for a little bit better than this, but, you know, whatever. Alright, let me take... Oh, that is my alarm going off. Okay, so I'm gonna need to really quickly take a small break from stream just for a second while I go take care of that. I'll take the scaffolding real quick. Alright, and I'll run home real quick, seeing as I don't have anything else I need to get done, so I believe that direction is home. If we need villagers, clearly this is a spot we could run to get some, seeing as the ones that were in our home before it was our home, are no longer really available. I mean, they're not dead or anything, so they could, you know, still help, but you know, not gonna try and force that on them. I did evict them from my home, so I'm not gonna force them to comply with what I want, because clearly I don't really care that much about what they want. Why would I expect the same out of them? Or expect, you know, a fine treatment from them. Alright, let's throw the smithing table. We can throw it down like right here. Unload all of our miscellaneous goods. I suppose we could do our infinite water source downstairs. That's... Let's see here. Can go in there. I think that's that. Put this stuff in here. Yeah, I've got plenty of obsidian now. It's awesome. Put some of this in here. Charcoal, I suppose, can go in there. A lot of miscellaneous things that are just kind of have to be stuffed in one box and, you know, call it a day. Yeah, I'm already filled up on that stuff. I'm gonna need to make a bigger set of chests, I think. Unfortunately, yeah, I've still got quite a bit of things to sort out as well. Oops, didn't mean to place that. All right, we'll throw that up there. Let's throw the cauldron and the potion stand there. Got our water buckets. You can throw our blast furnace on top of... I thought I had a chest over here. Or, not a chest, but a furnace. I guess I didn't. Well, now I have a blast furnace, so... I guess that's an improvement. Alright. Throw our coal in here. Some crying obsidian. Conductive alloy. Guess I can eat this bread real quick. Not that it's super needed. In fact, I'll get rid of it because I don't need it at all. We can throw our water buckets down. Give us an infinite water source. Didn't check to see if we had any. We didn't check to see if we had any clay. Unfortunately, didn't think about it when I was actually over there. I'll just do like right here, just a temporary one. Well, I would have, but well, I guess I still can, obviously. All right, one there and one there. Nice. Nice. All right. Put our water here, here. One more bucket. And put the last one over here. And that is our little farm setup. Pretty much ready to go. If I just till this ground here. We have it pretty much completely set up. Little farming area. Oops, went one too far there. Accidentally. Alright. And there we go. Nice. Now this might break my hoe, because this is a good amount of tilling I'm going to have to do in order to open this whole thing up here. So, might be okay, but looks like it probably is going to break the hoe before it can finish. Oh! Just barely made it. Nice. Alright. I'm going to really quickly hop in my house so that nothing assaults me while I'm gone. But I'll be right back. I'm going to quickly use the restroom and also take care of a little chore, perhaps. So I shall be right back. Alright, chat, we are back. Apologies for the slightly longer than intended break. But we are back. We are back. We are ready to get back on that grind set. My grind set mindset. Alright, so we have 3 crying obsidian and some just regular old generic obsidian, okay? Probably should have grabbed the flint and steel from the chest that was over by the river. I guess we can go back and investigate. Whoops. Alright, so since we have 3, my thought process, my plan, is that we'll probably... Maybe we'll put 2 in, you know? Put them in the centers. Yeah, let's give it a look. Let's see how we like it. Hey, I think that looks pretty good. Now what we can do to, I think, make it look a little bit nicer is I'm going to actually go in. I'm going to also fill in the back here. Hey, I think that looks pretty good. And then over here we're going to do the glowstone thing, but for now it'll be okay. We'll leave it as is for now. We'll do the Aether portal over there later. Actually, I don't even... Well, hold on. Can I use this just as regular obsidian stuff? I think I can. So, I think I will hold on to it. I was going to toss it, but I think I'll hold on to it just because regular obsidian works just fine. I don't have any gravel. I don't have any gravel. I don't have anything of that variety. So I think I am going to go ahead and just run back to that little to that river, and we will go ahead and get a few things. We'll get the flint and steel, as well as I'll grab the flint that was in there too, because I do remember that there was flint and steel over there. We're also going to check the bottom of the river, see if we can find river/ocean. I actually don't know if it keeps going. I saw something on the other side, which makes me think it's a river, but might be an ocean. And we'll see if we can't get some clay as well while we're over here, just for, you know, efficiency's sake. So let's go ahead and grab the flint and steel as well as the flint that's here. So we got that taken care of now. And then let's see if we can find some clay in this water. Here we go. Easy peasy. Nice. 36. It's pretty good. Well, we are going to try and get a little bit more than that. Clay's trying to escape me. I did see some inferium. So I'm going to really quickly get that as well. Because we always need more inferium. That's what I've been saying since day 1. More inferium every day. Alright. Just like that is fine, I guess. Alright, cool. I do kind of want to get this gold before we go. I wonder how difficult that would be. Not super, but I don't really have any blocks per se. Maybe take some of this bamboo log. Oh. Not gonna lie, I was hoping the bamboo log was just gonna all come down in one big piece, but it did not. Unfortunately. Take and just dump some stuff in the trash can real quick. Take a sapling, sure. Mint, I could care less. We may eventually get into mine colonies, but that is not something that I am itching to get into, so for now, we will be abstaining from mine colonies stuff. All right. So now all we need is some blackstone, and we can get our pylons going. Pretty good. Pretty good. We will still need to go to the Nether in order to get some of the other stuff, but pick up all these eggs while I'm here, I guess. So many of them. Maybe we can get a chicken or two and start a little animal farm as well. That would be fun. To kind of, go alongside our agricultural farm. Could be fun. Now, does the agricultural farm, does that only mean plants, like growing, like vegetables, fruits, that sort of thing? Or is agriculture does that also include animals? I think it does. So I think in addition to our agricultural farm doesn't make a lot of sense. Because I think that an agricultural farm already includes animals. I wasn't, like, an agricultural student, so, like, I don't know for certain, but, like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. You know? I think I need 5, actually. Yeah. So, do 5. There we go. I can throw this in with a little bit of charcoal. 1 should do me. This isn't going to blast, is it? No, it is not. Unfortunate. Do I have I do have a furnace. I knew it. See, I knew I had a furnace. Put it here, I guess. There we go. And that'll cook up while I really quickly run over, and I'm gonna light up our nether portal and see what kind of environment we've got. Oof, it does look very nice with everything there. All right, let's see what we got. See what kind of environment we're working with here. The old nether portal. Little bit of lag on the entry, but should be okay. Let's see. I'm thinking we're gonna get lucky. I think we're gonna get lucky. I think we're gonna get basalt, or no. Unfortunate. Doesn't look too bad though. Doesn't look too bad. Some deep slate bricks, an ancient battleground. Oh, this is one of those areas. Okay, no. Not trying to get immediately assaulted. No, thank you. Oh, there's some soul here, though. I could actually take this. It'd be useful for a later project. Excuse me, sir. I don't necessarily need what you're selling, so I'd appreciate it if maybe you just backed up a little bit. Calm down just a little bit. Some soul sand. I only need 1, so the fact that we have 2 is actually great. Obviously we could do for some more like quartz and stuff. Some of this, this crimson iron ore is always nice. The pigs have found me. Unfortunate. Oh god. Okay. I thought I was going to be able to jump up that. I was not. Unfortunate. Alright. There we go. Where did that... Die, piggies, die. You know, I just finished saying how that was probably going to happen. And there I go dying. Well, not dying, but there I go being right about the fact that my arm was going to break. My phrasing didn't really work, I'll be honest. Alright. Some nether gold. These mushrooms are actually going to be useful later. Okay. God, getting attacked again. Getting attacked again. Oh god, is he intelligent? Maybe not. So let's just try and get this. I need just a couple of these. Is he coming? He is coming. Damn. My man's fast as hell. Alright. Not very intelligent. I think he can't go up one block. I think he needs 2 for whatever reason. Which, hey, I'm not going to complain about it. Makes it easier for me, but... Alright, so we got a couple food options now. There's a ghast over there. Let's see. So, what else do we need? We need blackstone, which that might be a little annoying. If I would have brought one of my magical little brooms that I had obtained, probably would have made this a little bit better. But I didn't do that, unfortunately. Is that blackstone over there? No. That's not either. That might be blackstone. But that looks kind of treacherous over there, so I don't know about it. I think if we are going to try to get blackstone like that, I think we're better off just trying to do it with a broom to get around. The nether is not a safe place for me currently, so I'll maybe tackle that another time. Yeah. It's raw bacon. I'm not gonna eat that. Nice. Very good, very good. Alright. Do I have anything I can level? I do. My onion bracelet can be leveled up. Very nice. This is going to increase my mining speed by a nilch. But, whatever. Pocket piston. 50. Oh, there we go. 61. That's nice. Okay. So, let's drop some of this stuff in here. I don't need this stuff. That's not really useful right now. Gold. This is all mob drops. I guess the worms aren't mob drops, but that's where they're gonna go anyway. Just because I can't be bothered to try and figure out another place to put them. Flint's good to go there. Okay, we're pretty close to being able to go ahead and start with some mystical agriculture stuff. We honestly might have enough. We're missing some things, to be fair. We are missing some things, but we're mainly just missing, like, what's it called? We're mainly missing, you know, wool, honestly. Wool is our main kind of point of contention, I suppose. Which means that, honestly, we're doing pretty good. If wool is our main problem, we're doing pretty good. Because wool's relatively easy to get. Because all it is sheep. All I gotta do is take a visit to the local sheep population, and we'll be good to go there. Mystical agriculture, let's see what we get. Prosperity shards. Hey, there you go. That's pretty good. What do I get as a reward? Oh, a machine frame. Yeah, that's one of the less good rewards, but hey. Prosperity shards will be really nice because I can get those from
Nether pretty easily. Nether's pretty reliable place to get prosperity shards. So that'll be nice. I can make a seed base and then work on this altar. So we need, let's see, if I hit this, so I need 2 and then 1, 2, 3, so 4 for that. And then, so 16, 17, 18, 20 pieces of stone. And 9 times 2 is 18 pieces of gold. So go ahead and make the gold real quick. So we got 18 pieces of gold. We need some more stone, which actually we almost have enough already. We have 16 pieces, so we just need to make 4 more, which will be pretty easy. If I can make this into some tiny coal, it'll make it even better. I think I can blast. I can't blast that. Unfortunate. We do have. We can make that. We can make the. I'm blanking. I could make the sink. So I have an infinite source of water in one block rather than having it be a 4x4. Functionally, we already have infinite water, but whatever. It's also not like I need more water right now, so I'll probably wait anyway, so. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, we'll wait on the terracotta. This is done, so we've got that taken care of. That's taken care of. Just need the wool now. So we have 9 pieces of wool, which I think actually is perfect. If we have some red flowers around, we have a visitor. Let's see. Let's take him our emeralds and see what we can get from him. Don't imagine much, but we'll see. Let's see. Nothing of great use. This runeforged greaves, apparently, is pretty good. I do not have the emeralds for it, though, so have to pass on that for today. Is that a red flower I saw? It was. Oh my gosh, so nice. So, that being said, we already have that, so I can take some bones, make some bone meal, and go ahead and up our red dye quantities. Nice. We have 12 red dye now. That red dye we can, well, we have red poppies, which we can turn into dye, which we can take to the red wool, and they can do all the things that need done. So we need 1 altar, and we need 8 infusion pedestals. Pretty snazzy. Alright. I'd like to get a, some redstone, so I can make a, like, more discreet looking, area for this, but for now, I guess I'll take what I can get. Here, there, 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 there. And then throw a lever right there, powered on, and this is just gonna work, which is awesome. So we've got that going for us. We could take a broom and head into the nether. Let's see, are these identical, or are they? Yeah, they are identical. Okay, cool. So that's pretty good. Could go into the nether and take on the, well, the nether, I guess, but we could use the nether to our advantage, and make out like bandits. Let's claim everything. So we got some stuff from the food and farming category, which is nice. Ancient battlegrounds. We got a diamond pickaxe from that. That's pretty good. We'll claim all those rewards. Close that. Oh, that was not... Yes, it did give it a... I was like, it said it gave me a diamond pickaxe. Where's my pickaxe? Just right here. There we go. Alright, so I am going to need to upgrade my chests soon. So... yeah, that'll be a process. I guess let's go to the Nether. Let's go to the Nether. We're going to quickly find some blackstone. Honestly, we've got everything we need to make blackstone already if we don't want to go to the Nether. Because I could, well, I don't know if we have everything, but we have most things. Because I could just make it through create. Which wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's see. I wanted to make a blast situation anyway, so I think I will. I think I'll go ahead and do that. This is the a series of wait. I want to do it this way. Squared. Because I have a bunch of ideas that I need to do. So I'm going to take all these nuggets. We'll make some casing, or some andesite alloy. Thank you for moving my oh, do you really like my webcam, Raven? Thank you. I'm mad appreciative for that one. Oh, you're so sweet. She's moving around my webcam by brushing her head up against it. It's very... Yes, you're incredibly cute, baby. Oh, you got an itch? Well done. Yeah, you keep tapping the screen now with it, so I'm not sure about all that, but thank you anyway. Alright. So, how about this, Raven? We make some oak logs into casings. Does that sound like a pretty decent idea to you? I agree. Alright. Nice. Now we got machine casings. We can make we'll need to make a series of encased fans. We'll also need... what else do we need? We need encased fans. I need a vertical gearbox, which won't be too difficult. I do need some wood for this, though. Take this. So if I do this, right? Okay, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Take some cogs. I think I need to make both types, right? No, just one. Nice. So take some cogs, and we need to clean up our mess, because I've made too many. Gearbox, which will let me get this stuff, which is nice. Take a vertical gearbox, which works. And then I need to create an... so if I make one encased chain drive... get a couple more, and then I can kind of crunch the math on how many more I need to make. They're not terribly expensive to make, but they're a little annoying if you got to make a bunch of them. So let's plot out our area for this. So I'm thinking we're going to actually build it right here, right, like right off the side of the house. Maybe on this side would be best, actually, because I could build it like... Maybe if I clear out a little bit of area for this, I can like expand the house around it later. That might look good. So clear out a little area for this. So this is going to be, okay, so we build it out a little bit here. So we've got one here, so there's a chamber there. So that's the width that our area is going to be. If I just take a shovel and just open this up here in the back, and then throw this across here, I could make this look a little better, and I honestly might later. But to begin with, I'll just keep it like this. We'll make it look pretty later. All right. So this is our fan level, and then this is our cased drive level. Okay. I guess I can open up this entire area. Okay, that's that, and then that is one more. All right, there's that. So we need a... I always like to center it, even though I don't have to. Right here, we'll need a vertical gearbox. Here, with some more opening it up of the area here. Let's do like this, 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 this. There we go. And then one more here. Put the vertical gearbox here. Let that lag spike pass through, because for some reason this is... When you first start putting down things for the create mod, it is laggy as a hell. Okay, so 1, 2, and that should... Okay, so I just need to make 2 more. And then I need to make... If I go back on this side, and I break this block, yes. So I need a water bucket. I'm going to make a water wheel. So I need a... Oops, I put that in the wrong chest, didn't I? Alright, so I need a water bucket. I'm going to make a water wheel with... I think I need a single andesite alloy. Maybe it's like this. Okay, hold on. I actually don't want to mess this up real quick. So, water wheel. Alright, yeah, so it is pretty easy. Alright, so we got a water wheel. Got a bucket that I'm going to fill with some water. I need to make 2 more encased fans. Or sorry, encased chain drives. I need to make some encased fans, which is going to be a little more expensive, but not bad at all. I do want to go ahead and go in here and just get rid of, not the seeds, because I can use those for something else in a little bit. But get rid of all that other stuff. Alright. So we got 2, I don't need the gearbox, I need to get the 2 encased fans. I've got the water wheel, water bucket. And what else do we need? What else do we need? I mean, we'll need stuff to make it look nice in a second, but we need water encased fans. The kind of star of the show, I guess. So we're gonna need 4 andesite casings, 4 shafts, and propellers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those, and then propellers. So that's just 4 plates and an alloy. So I have enough alloy for that. So 4 alloy, and then the plates. Those are going to be a little more difficult. I believe I can make iron. Oh, not aluminum. Zinc, tin, platinum, lead, steel, and var. Iron plate. I can do that with ore hammer, which I have. Just take an ore hammer, some bucket. So I'm going to need... So I need 4 fans. 4 for 4 for 16 total. I do not have enough iron for this. But it's okay. My ratio is not good yet, but it will be better later. I have more iron. I have enough, I think, if I do this right. So do like this. So I have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have just enough. So if I take this and separate you like that, and like that, balance that grid, 2. What? Oh. 4. And then I make fans out of that. Perfect. This is probably going to give me an extra one, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. It just gives me some of the other things I need. Oh, I didn't even need that. Okay, cool. Well, I have it now, so. I'm going to need 2 buckets of water, but just to start this, I'll need 1. So we've got this, and we can put the water wheel. Oops. Water wheel right there, and then just 1 filler block just to keep me this from spinning the wrong way. Take that away, because I didn't mean to. Put it there. That should work. Should keep everything spinning. We'll put 2 more encased drives there with an encased fan that is blowing the wrong way. So I'll need to fix that. There we go. And then if I pick X over here, put the block there, and then realize that I've now somewhat screwed myself over. There we go. That should work. A little dark, but it should work. Alright, so pulling air downwards. And that's what you want to see. So, I hear the phantoms, but I don't think they will ever actually attack me because of my boots. So, I'm going to need a series of signs. I want to make this look nicer, which I can do pretty easily just with a chisel mod. In fact, I might go ahead and do that, just so that I don't gotta do it later. That didn't break this, did it? No, it didn't. Okay, good. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the chisel mod, and we'll fix this real quick. Take the chisel, and we can fix this. Oh, whoops. I forget how the chisel works sometimes. Okay, so let's do something kind of cool. Let's do... I'm thinking... Let's do cut cobblestone for the back. For the back row. Yeah, so behind each one of these will be cut cobblestone. So we need 3 each. Yeah. And then, in the pillars between... I mean, I guess we could do the pillars between as well, yeah. Take just normal. I realize that this doesn't waste anything by using normal cobblestone here, but I feel like it looks better if it feels better if I do it this way. So, like that. Break that last one because I didn't mean to put it there. And then another column here. Maybe this might actually do it a little differently. Alright, so like that. I think that looks clean. I think that looks good. And then we'll take the cut column and we'll just run this along the top as well. Like so. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks good. Just really quickly trash these flowers. Honestly, we'll get rid of the seeds too. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then we'll just finish off the rest of that. What else do I need to do? I guess I could make the flooring look nice too. Yeah, so let's take and we'll throw this up here. Let's make some just cobblestone bricks, I guess. That'll look good. And then I'm gonna frame this with like I'm gonna close this in later, but for now, just do like this, and then I can cobblestone brick the floor. and I think it works pretty good. I think it looks good. I think it looks and feels good, which is important. We have glass already, so that part of this is already taken care of. In that, I need to close up some top areas. We have a lava bucket already. Get a bucket of water as well going, and then I just need to make a campfire, which is also pretty easy. And then I'm gonna clean my inventory up really quickly before I finish doing this, just because it's a bit of a mess. It's kind of all over the place. I'm gonna take another chest and just put this here, and just put all my create stuff in here too, because there's quite a few little things. Alright. That stuff in there. I guess I could turn this back to normal cobblestone real quick, so that I'm not having to worry about that. Stacks properly and whatnot. Put that there. Some andesite will go there. 2 seeds go down here. Old root, I suppose, could go in there too if I had room, which I don't. Take the dirt out. I can put it in there. Fill some more dirt spots up. Need the glass. Put the hammer up. Put the chisel up. Put the flint and steel up. I can take out the sticks and really quickly make myself a iron sword, just so I have something to protect myself. And then I guess last thing to do is to take all of this raw material out. And also take this copper and just really quickly throw it together so I can break it all down. Nice. And then grab a bucket of water. And that's that. Take the glass. I can put this down here. Glass here too. Just cross this entire top with glass, and then down a block as well. I forgot to make signs. Oops. We'll do the campfire here. We'll do the soul campfire there. I'll really quickly make some signs. I'm going to need 4 of them, so unfortunately that is not a recipe that is forgiving, because it makes 3 at a time. And I need 4. So that is unfortunate. We have a couple extra signs, I guess. We can use it for other stuff. Maybe we'll use it for decoration or something. Either way. So here is the, we'll call it the what is it called? A smoking station. Smoking station. We'll put that next to the blasting station, which you'll see what that's for in a second. This will be the washing station. And if you know anything about Create, this is the haunting station. If you know anything about Create, this will be relatively straightforward and pretty obvious, I would imagine. Only reason I say that is that I am not a I'm not a Create wizard, as it were. Throw all the low level stuff in here first, and then let that cook up. I'm not very good at the Create mod. I'm okay on my best days. And really nothing special on every other day. So this is just a really simple, easy way of quickly smelting, washing, haunting, or smoking a bunch of different materials. So this is actually going to be the way that we're going to get blackstone. as well. Not from the blasting section, but from the. This is almost done. Not from the blasting section, but from the haunting station. This is actually going to be what allows us to make some blackstone pretty easily, because it is basically just the nether variant of cobblestone, in a not, I would say, not super not a super direct correlation or connection there, but it is technically, like, that is kind of what blackstone is. So I can take cobblestone and throw that in with sorry, I'm really quickly just tossing together some things. I'm needing to sort my inventory out a little bit. We put this stuff in there, and then yeah, okay. Blackstone is kind of just like the nether equivalent to cobblestone in a way, not directly by any means, but it is somewhat that way. So if I throw this whole stack of cobblestone in here and wait a few seconds, this cobblestone will turn into blackstone, which I can then use to create my pylons. The other thing I'll need is quartz, nether quartz, and some iron and whatever to make it. All that's relatively simple, relatively easy to do as well. So yeah, and then there we go. There we have some blackstone that I can use for making pylons. Which, if I haven't already made clear, the pylon, making pylons is going to basically make it where I can make, farms that go on forever, that work forever, so long as I go on to my claim, my chunk manage claim. I can actually claim this whole little area as my area. And then if I shift click, this is now force loaded. So this chunk is always going to be loaded no matter where I am, no matter if I'm in another dimension or if I'm 50,000 blocks away from this area. That chunk will always be loaded, so I'll always be generating resources from here. And I'll also always be, making, for one of my next goals, one of my next kind of things I'm going to be doing, I am going to quickly claim a couple things here. Have I not completed the... I have. That's that. Did they change these rewards slightly? I think they did. Yes, it looks like they did. Unfortunate. No. Just a chipped gem block. So I need to make a redstone, lapis, amethyst, or quartz block. Excuse me, Miss Lady. Miss Ma'am, even. You're so sweet. You're so small, so little. You are doing a lot of yelling, which I'm not appreciative of. Yeah, I know. You're so upset, huh? Baby girl, you'll be okay. Wait for this to register. There we go. And then I throw that back in there. Uranium, copper dust. All this stuff can go in here. This can go in there. No, it can't. Can't fit. This can go up here. This can go there. The wrench can go up in the deal. This has got to go to the other thing. Some create stuff. Water bucket that I don't need. I guess I'll put it up here. Don't remember where I got it, but I guess I'll put it up there. Alright, cool. So that's the in case fan's done. And then if I really quickly... So it's just pylons. I can make a series of different types of pylons. The main ones I'm going to be focusing on, at least in the meanwhile, is an infusion pylon for potion effects and a harvester pylon. What I'm going to make now is a harvester pylon. But I am going to eventually be making an infusion pylon just because they're also pretty useful. But just to get it started and things moving, I'm going to start with a harvester pylon. So as you can see, that's just a hay bale, some quartz slabs, iron bars, and polished blackstone. The reason I made that block of the reason I made the block of emerald a moment ago is because I needed some blocks of quartz so that I could make some quartz slabs. And I'm going to use these to make... Honestly, I actually will go ahead and make both variants that I need. So I need two of those. I need to make some some bars, and then I need... Ooh. Oh, wait, no. We're good. I was about to say, actually, I don't have everything I need. So this is basically all I need to make a harvester pylon and an infusion pylon. So both of these are going to be pretty useful going forward. And you'll see, I mean, pretty quickly what their use cases are and how useful they are for me. So I'm going to take these seeds, I'm going to take these Inferium Essence. I'm going to really quickly make a bunch of Inferium Seeds. Why am I making a bunch of Inferium Seeds? I'm glad you asked, because they're very useful. So I've got some Inferium Seeds. I'm going to make the rest of them into Inferium. Actually, 27. Do I want to make this? No, I don't. So I'm going to just put this in with here and do like this. This is going to make some Produnium Essence. I'm going to actually make all of this into Essence just because it's useful to keep it contained like that. And then I need a chest. So I'm going to make it just a quick chest as well. And so in order to make the harvester pylon work, you need an inventory on top and a hoe of some sort. Reason I choose to do use a stone hoe from the Silent Gear mod is because it is renewable. It's infinite in a sense. It will never break, which is important for this. So we're going to take this infusion pylon. I'm actually going to put this like right here. It's not super useful right now because I don't have any potion effects in here, but eventually this will have potion effects in it that can use pretty much infinitely. The potion effect never goes away. Just requires a little bit of work to begin with, but then once you've got it going, it really does work really great. So yeah, and then if I do like this and I throw a inventory on top of here, such as a chest, doesn't need to be anything fancy. Throw a stone hoe in there and mark this up to 9 by 9, which is as large as it can be. Hoe required for operation. The pylon is now working. So as this grows, which I don't know if I can use bone meal on this to show you, but I'm gonna try. As these grow, this Inferium, eventually, yes, I can use, well, maybe not. As this grows, eventually this will get to the point where it is harvestable. At that point, the harvester will kick in and go ahead and harvest all of the harvestable stuff and put the remaining things in here. So right now that's just going to be Inferium Essence, because that's what this does. It will create more and more Inferium Essence as time goes on. As these grow, it'll harvest it, and then it'll grow again, and it'll harvest it again. It's really awesome. And this will also work at all times, so long as I am on the game. So I can't leave and come back, leave the game for a week, come back and get a week's worth of Inferium. That would be kind of crazy. Doesn't work that way. So long as I'm on. So basically, so long as I am streaming, this is going, which is awesome. Doesn't matter if I'm in this dimension or not. It'll keep going. So that's a pretty good little thing that I have got going on now. So I'm going to really quickly cover up this hole. Kind of just keep working on this slowly as I'm going. Don't think I'm going to get it closed up to with this little bit I've got here, but it honestly, not too shabby. Honestly, not too shabby. I'm going to really quickly patch that. Put some kind of just build up around this area. Do like that. Nice. So, one of the other things I'm going to be doing over here is I'm going to be putting growth crystals underneath the all of these deals, all of these areas. So I got some more Inferium Essence for that. But I'm going to be creating these growth crystals, which requires stone, Inferium Essence, and an Inferium Gemstone, which is just a Prosperity Gemstone. It's, makes 3 at a time, which is awesome. So 3 plus this other 3, I'm going to have 6 of them based off 1 craft in the beginning, but obviously that's not going to keep working after that. One thing that I'm very excited for is unlocking a lot of these quests. So in order to do that, you have to make a prosperity seed base, which is pretty cheap. It's not dirt cheap, be clear, but it is pretty cheap. It does require prosperity shards, which is the thing that is the more expensive part. It's not too terrible, though. I think I can use whatever seed I want to make it. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Okay, so I guess I'll have to get a normal seed again to do this. But in making this, let's see if I can just quickly get a normal seed. There we go. So get a normal seed with some prosperity shards. Prosperity seed base. So that's going to automatically unlock this, which is going to unlock this, and all of these seeds. So I need to make Inferium farmland in order to unlock all of the seed types. So for that, I'm going to need to run down and grab that real quick. All right. So if I take a piece of dirt that I do not have, if I take a piece of dirt and a seed, I can do some magic. All right. So I need a Protonium essence and I need an Inferium essence. And as you can see, there was... Oh, wait, never mind. I put that in there. It did not harvest anything yet, unfortunately. So put that in there and that in there. That's that and that. So that's going to unlock those 2 areas. Now I've got all these seeds unlocked. And I can do this and hope. I don't expect I'll get much. In fact, I don't think I got anything out of that. I just got a bunch of prosperity shards, which honestly I'm gonna take. I'll take that for sure. And then what I'm gonna do really quickly is I'm gonna break 2 of these blocks. Why am I doing this? Because I can replace them with better blocks, better farmland, and like that. And then I can put these on top. This doesn't actually help anything Other than I think it technically grows them just a small bit faster. Hey Azumi, welcome. Hold on, let me really quickly. I gotta add you as a moderator. You are, yeah, you're crazy style moderator. Let's go. All right. There we go. And there we go. So that's a little bit of the farming stuff done. It's now automated, which is awesome. That's gonna work a treat for that. We have the prosperity seed base. Now, what is a man to do with a prosperity seed base? I'm glad you asked. Can do quite a few things actually. One of the first things that I want to do, oh, I got some more Inferium seeds. That's awesome. I'll just throw those in here. Is I want to make a resource generating seed. So what does that look like in this scenario? That is, any of these seeds work, obviously. But what's the ones that I'm going to need quickly, I guess? Most commonly. That's usually nothing in this tier is going to be super helpful right now. It'll be helpful eventually, for sure. But this tier and above are where all the good stuff is. The thing I'm going to start out first is I'm going to do... I actually don't see it here. Is it a tier 3? It is tier 3. What the heck? They moved it up. Iron seeds. So... I could do that. I actually do think I have enough Predonium to do it. No, I don't. I don't have nearly enough, actually. I only have 8. So, not going to do that yet. But I can throw the seed base in there. Hello, buddy. There's 2 of you. What the heck? Get out of here. Thank you for dropping the... Ooh, 2 bundles. Awesome. Well, pretty good, pretty good. Unfortunately, that isn't exactly what I was looking for, but hey, not gonna complain too much. Just a little bit. All right, so that there, this can go down here. Some dirt, I guess. I got more dirt. Throw the bundles in here. Or not. Or not. Take the pickaxe and... yeah. Yeah. Alright. The Eternal Steak. It beckons for my... chewing. I don't know. Basic logistics is nice, and then pylons are obviously also pretty nice. Very cool, very cool. All right, nice. So we've gotten a good bit of progress in the agricultural department. Unfortunately, we didn't get a ton of really one of the things I really like to do is when I unlock a seed, it often will give me another seed. Like, it's not guaranteed by any means, but it does somewhat frequently give you another seed. And you can just kind of get a couple more as you're going. It's kind of like a seed roulette, as it were. Super fun, especially if you're playing with other people and you have you're like sharing resources, or not resources, but like quest rewards. Say one person unlocks nether seeds, for example. That nether seed might unlock me on my own dye seeds, and if I'm really lucky, maybe I'll also get like amethyst seeds. But your friend got nether seeds, dye seeds, and amethyst seeds already. They didn't have to spend anything to get them. So they can also try again over and over again, and that'll usually get you like 1 or 2 extra seeds every time you get a seed, which is awesome. It's super, super fun. One of the reasons you might want to play with friends, you know? I don't have that luxury right now. But If I did, it would be pretty chill. So yeah, we got a couple options we could do. We could make like wood seeds, dirt seeds, stone seeds, that kind of stuff, and they're useful for sure. But I think I'd rather wait and get some higher level seeds. One of the other things that you do got to make sure you get properly done is if, say, I wanted to grow coal seeds, I would still need to get the predunium to make the coal seed, and then also to make the farmland, which, say you unlocked the area, you should have already gotten that. Because you need it to plant it. You can't just plant this on regular soil. You have to plant it on the level of farmland or higher of whatever you get. It's a lot of words. It sounds more difficult than it is. It's really it really is pretty good, pretty easy if you take a second, take a breath, and just allow. Where the heck did you go? Oh, did you fall? Loser. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig out underneath here real quick. So 2 down, and then just because that was farmland. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this should still be farmland. It is. And then clear this. This is 2 blocks. Oh, how dare you? How dare you come down into my area? That got closer than I wanted it to. That was... Maybe we just block that up real quick. That got closer than I thought it would. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9. Build that up real quick. And shovel. That is cobblestone. Oh, shoot. I didn't, oh, whoops. I didn't cut over one. I needed to cut over one. So that's farmland all the way down. And, yeah, should be growing everything properly. So, yeah. If I just kind of replace this here so it doesn't become a problem later. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And then I'm going to cut this out as well. I will find the center point and mark that with cobblestone. I'm going to make like a cobblestone pillar in the middle because there's no reason in putting a growth pylon, which is what I'm digging this out for, by the way, is for a growth deal, for growth pylons eventually to be put down here. For now, it's just going to be open. Because I don't have the stuff to make a growth pylon yet. I guess I technically have enough to make, like, one, but I'm gonna wait. Oh, whoops. So I found the center one. Mark that. And I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna do a cobblestone pillar down the whole way. So one thing I'm gonna do really quickly is switch this to small square. That's going to make it where I can just quickly mine out this whole area. It's pretty useful. And like that, and that, and then I can... Costs a little bit of hunger, but whenever you have, like, you know, nigh infinite hunger because of my... just like immediately regeneration of like my steak and stuff, might as well take advantage. It saves me time too, which is nice. Like that, there, and there we go. And then I can just throw a couple... Whoops. Eat some steak. Put some torches down. Voila. Alright, cool. So yeah, farmland all the way out to here in every direction, which is awesome. This is satisfying. It's very satisfying for some reason. Thank you. Thank you, Lesbian Charmander. Welcome to the stream. Alright, cool. So we've got a bit of the basics going here. Nothing too crazy, but it'll work for now. I don't have hops like I want. I'll need to create some, I guess I'll just carve out, so I can hop up 2, so I need to just break here and here. The goal eventually will be to have this all the way done, this all the way done, and this all the way done. But for now, we're just going to start with this one. Technically speaking, the most effective thing would be to make all of them this size. But I don't have to use as many chunks if I do it this way, because it's all confined in this one chunk. So, not to mention the fact that there's this line here, so I'm not even 100% if those areas are going to actually be covered. They honestly might not be, but that's why all my important stuff's going to go here. So, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I guess we could make some growth crystals. Maybe. We'll give it a try. We'll see what we can do. So, we need a diamond for the growth crystal. We also need 4 prosperity shards, and I'm going to need some inferium essence. So, growth crystal. So, I'm going to bookmark the recipe real quick. I need some stone, too, but that's not too bad, because I can use, like, amethyst for stone, or amethyst andesite for stone. Nice. So, go run down here, open up here, sweet, and then I can grab some inferium essence here. So, if I do this, missing this, which is... makes sense because I haven't made it yet. Alright, and then there. And so, now we have some growth crystals. And I can use this to here, which is giving me some more, which is awesome. So we're just going to do no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to increase the growth of these 2 blocks by a good amount. And then that will make it where these 2 blocks grow quicker than anything else. So eventually, when I'm able to make, say, tertium soil and replace this with tertium stuff, I will be able to these 2 spots are going to be growing not exponentially faster in the beginning, but as I get more and more growth crystals, these will grow faster and faster over time, which is awesome. So let's see, how long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours. Okay, let's quickly... I'm going to cut down this tree over here. I want to get a little bit of mystical agriculture. Not mystical agriculture. Ars Nouveau done. It's going to be helpful for later. Shapeless. 54. Nice. So I can cut down the whole tree in one swoop. Nice. Get all that. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, so we got that tree taken care of now. So we can start on our adventures in Ars Nouveau, which is pretty good, because that means that we can start getting some spells and stuff ready. Haven't come across anything too much of note in the Ars Nouveau mod yet, but that doesn't mean that we won't, because I'm about to start doing the mod. So we will come across things. So we do need to create a spellbook first. I already unlocked the Archwood logs, so Make the scribe's table, which is slabs, some logs, and some nuggets. Golden nuggets, to be exact. 2 gold nuggets. Here and here. Slabs. And some planks. Nice. So, I guess let's put it right here, I suppose. There we go. Nice. Quickly get rid of not that. This, that. The rest of it can stay, I guess. Let's see. Throw what we can. I have another chest that I could throw some stuff in. I guess I have some extra chests. This could be my magic chest. Put that there. Miniature heart can go there. A carrot, I guess, can go in here somewhere, maybe. Get rid of the sugar. That's easy to make. And then dirt. I mean, I don't know. I want to preserve the dirt because it's like it could be kind of useful later, but I just don't know if it really is that useful to keep right now. I guess let's get rid of some seeds and we'll keep the dirt because that makes sense to me, I guess. All right. So we need to make our first spell book. So how do we do this? We're gonna use a book and some iron tools. I think I already have a, yes, I was gonna say, I have a tattered tome, which is basically the first tier. So I need to make, I already have a shovel. I need to make a pickaxe, I need to make an axe, I already have a sword, and I need to make a couple other things. So if I take these sticks, I make a pickaxe, I need to make an axe, pickaxe, axe, shovel, sword. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Yeah. So that gives me a novice spell book, which allows me to got a couple spells. I can do 10 spells total, and then I can take that pickaxe I got. Actually, shift click onto here. Not shift click, just normal click. And find the amplify spell. Put that in there. That'll make it as a glyph. Before I claim this glyph, I'm actually going to make sure that I get the achievement for it, because I don't want to accidentally lose up on that. Yep, I got that. Okay, everything is solid. Claim all those quests. We got a lot of nice, good stuff there. Claim those rewards. And then we're going to eat a little bit of steak, obviously. And we'll claim the glyph, amplify glyph. And then I can go into here. Wrong. Oh, inventory. There we go. So now we can see that we have a couple different options to build out our spells. First spell I'm going to make. Pretty simple. It's a projectile spell with the break and amplify. So this is just going to be a typical mining spell. It's going to be just my typical mining spell. Second one I'm going to do is another projectile with the harm glyph, 2 amplifies. This is going to be an attack spell. Very simple. Nothing too fancy. All pretty simplistic. Very nice. So we got more stuff that we could do. As for glyphs, I don't think I'm gonna do anything else crazy yet. I for some reason have the quest to make the glyph of harm, which makes no sense because I already have the glyph of harm. It came with the book. So I'll make it for the quest eventually, just for funsies, but that's not really all that useful right now. A mage's spellbook is another thing that I'm going to do eventually. 2 blocks of quartz, some diamonds, obsidian, blaze rods, book, It's a whole the thing. But I'll do that later. It's just nice to have the spell book. Now the next order of business. I like how he's just like, yes, let me tell you my butter-basted steak recipe in the chat. Very fun. We give out recipes in our chat. Thank you. All right, cool. So the next thing I could do, I kind of want to stick to the farming vibe for the stream. So I don't really want to go off and do something crazy and new. Let's see. Is there any other mystical agriculture stuff I could do while I'm here? Not really. It just takes time, you know? Just takes time. Eventually, I don't know. It takes time, we already have our pylon. I don't really want to get into doing like potion filters and stuff yet, because that just feels like it's gonna be time consuming and also not something I want to tackle right now. I'd like to make this a little faster, but honestly, there's not a lot I can do currently to make this any quicker without just straight up silence. Without just straight up adding more Inferium growth accelerators, which I can do, obviously, but like right now, not really. Just because it requires prosperity shards, it requires diamonds, it requires Inferium, which I'm just slowly working at. The good thing is that it generates while I'm not even here. So this is going to keep going regardless of my being here. But I do need a lot. I need a lot. So I built this washing, bulking, like bulk station, blasting station, washing station, haunting station, and smoking station, which works pretty good. I guess I could build kind of just like close it in a little bit, but let's see. Is there anything in the map, in the nearby areas I could do? I could check out this massive looking village. I guess that'd be kind of interesting. Even though, I don't know, man. Let's see. Kind of just sort of made my way down slowly. Let's see. I've already checked this place out. Boy, I just don't know. I just don't know what I want to do. So prosperity. So one of the things that I want to do earlier on in this playthrough that I haven't done in previous ones is get my prosperity shards, like, get them automated early, because I haven't really done that before. So for prosperity shard automation, it's not too difficult to do. So the best way to do it that I've found, and there may be a better way that I don't know about, but the best way that I've found so far to do it is through prosperity bees. So that is going to require a prosperity bee, which just requires a crystalline bee being given a prosperity block. So crystalline bees are not terribly difficult to get. You need a quartz nest and another quartz, and that'll give you a crystalline bee. So 2 of those plus, you know. So if I get 2 crystalline bees together, I can make another crystalline. It's just, here's the thing. Heated centrifuge and a normal centrifuge. Heated centrifuge would be better, obviously. See, is there another way that I can do this? I don't think there really is. I think this is the only way that I can just, like, generally just, like, generate them, you know? Unless, like, I can somehow automate the creation of ore, which that doesn't work. Yeah, that kind of seems like it's the only way. So, unfortunately, that means that I am going to need to make the Prosperity B, which needs a Crystalline B, which needs me to give Nether Quartz to a Quartz Nest. Now, Quartz Nest isn't that difficult to make, mind you. Okay. I just need Nether Quartz ore to do that, which needs Silk Touch, probably. I guess I could go into the B dimension. What? Yeah, let's go into the B dimension. I would like to have a waypoint, a waystone to do this, but I don't. I need a piston. So it's just planks, cobblestone, redstone, iron. It's not too bad. Cobblestone. 4 of those. I need redstone and iron. So planks, stone, piston. And then I need this opposite. There we go. Okay, so the last thing I need to do, which is the more... It's not risky per se, but it is... It's going to be a little more of a pain. Is I do need to somehow... There's a lot of beehives around here, damn. I guess I could... Because the thing is that I don't want to break one of the beehives, because then they're going to get mad at me. Let's do this. Can I do, like... Oh, sir? I'm sorry, but you're in the way. Okay. And I guess I'll just put this, like, down like that. And then... Alright. Actually, I wonder if I could... Can I just put this down, like, next in front of me? Would this still work? It does. Nice. And this takes me to the B dimension. As you can see. So... we take our magical brew... I don't have a waystone. Okay, so this is where it spawns me in the B dimension. That's cool. I can do... this. I'm going to just... tunnel out, basically. A small tunnel downward. Why isn't this working? Oh, because it's filled, I guess. Ah, I see. And Geronimo. Very worst case scenario. Okay, cool. We're good. Nice. So I have a way of getting to the B dimension. I just need to... I would like to get a waystone to go back and forth. I could technically go back up here, steal this waystone, and then come back.
That's an option. Do I want to do that, though? Not really, because I want to use this waystone to get around. So maybe I'll go down to this village and hope that they have a waystone. Yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do. So we did start a little bit of the productive bees mod, which is chill. So my reasoning for going to the bee dimension now. Few things. First thing is going to the B dimension allows me to use the B dimension for my B related exploits, I guess. So I can use the bees in the in the productive bees mod to generate resources. As you could saw, the like prosperity shards, for example, can be automated using that. At least generally automated using that. It's not a perfect science, but it works generally well. Especially if I keep them in their if I keep them in the B dimension, that means that they'll work round the clock. There's no rain in the B dimension, so they don't have to go to sleep during the nighttime, and they don't have to sleep during the nighttime, and they don't have to go into like their little houses when it rains, which is what they do in vanilla Minecraft, and if you're at, in the overworld, which is why you'll see, if you've ever like watched like people play like hardcore Minecraft or whatever, make a lot of like farms and stuff. If the bees if they make like a bee farm of any kind, like a honey farm of some sort, they'll do it in the nether if they're like kind of hardcore about it. Because the nether is where you can put bees and they don't go to sleep. They work constantly. It is laborious and also maybe not fair to the bees, but it is how they do it. So I'm not looting this village right now just because I don't really need to, or I don't really want to right now, so I might need to go over to that village. I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of depends. Depends on if they've got a little deal for me. A little a waystone. I hope they do. That'd make this easy if I could just take their waystone, and then they're not very far away from where I live. As I get slowly, further and further along, I can maybe just like get over here quickly. It's not really something I have to teleport to. That'd be nice, but I'm not seeing a waystone, unfortunately. So maybe let's give this other little. This looks like it's a separate village that just happened to spawn right next door. We'll give them a look and see if they've got anything of use. Because sometimes little villages have waystones for some reason. I don't really know why, but sometimes they do. Yeah, see, this one has a waystone. Oddly enough. So, take the waystone. We're not too far away, so we can always come back just by running. Or maybe we'll make like a train system or something. Yeah. Okay, so justice for the bees. I will not intentionally overwork them. They're just little guys. They're gonna be in the bee dimension, so they could go like, have fun with their other bee brethren. I'm not forcing them to work for me. They're just, if that's what they want to do, I'm not gonna take that from them. They're allowed to do whatever they want. If that's manual labor for me, then hey, who am I to stop them? Alright, well, I guess let's head back. We'll use this waystone as a B dimension waystone. They deserve pay and naps. Pay and naps. Well, I feed them in pollen. Alright, I pay them in pollen. And that's what they're fed and paid in, is pollen. And then naps, if they want to take a nap, they can take a nap.
I'm not stopping them from taking a nap. I'm just saying, like, it's unlikely that they're gonna want to take a nap. You know? It's just like, it's unlikely that they're gonna want to take a nap. But if they do, like, there's nothing stopping them. Take all the naps they want. Let's see how good our broom is. It's pretty good. Not half bad. It's not 100% what I want, but, you know, it'll work. It's faster than travel has been previously, so take that, I guess. How much blood did we use? We used about 500 millibuckets of blood, so maybe we're going to try not to use that too much, but in an emergency, we may use it to travel. So this is our quick way of getting out of the B dimension. There's something right here, which is interesting, but quickly create a... Is this new waypoint? Away home. And then I don't know exactly what the, you know. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll just kind of travel, see what we can find. We can always use the waystone to get back home as well. I'd rather get around a little quicker, but you know, whatever. Whatever's got to happen. Whatever's got to happen. Honestly, a boat wouldn't be a terrible idea for the bees. For this area, you know what I'm talking about? If I just like had a boat take me through this sugar water, I don't think it'd be a bad idea. So one thing I do have to be aware of and cautious of: most of the time, the bees will be passive and will be nice to me. But there are chances that the bees decide to assault me. Now, I don't want to assault them, clearly. They're very kind, they're very good bees. But they may wish for my demise, in which case I may have to defend myself. But hopefully that's not the case. I do kind of wish that I could see what I'm looking at here, because right now it's hello? Nope, just nothing. Okay. I guess show caves. I don't know. There's no way of really telling what's around. I guess I could use, like, the... Okay, so there's a compass kind of object in this mod pack that allows me to locate structures. Unfortunately, that is more difficult to find than I'd like it to be. That looks like... Yeah, that's just like a hot air balloon or something. So I'm looking for a particular area that has a ton of different types of flowers. Unsure if I'll be able to just straight up find it, or if it'll be something that I have to just come back for later. Either way, I mean, I will find it eventually. It'll be pretty useful. Eventually. Hopefully I can find it relatively easily. I'm also kind of surprised I haven't found a lot of, like, pockets of... Because, so, most of the B dimension is just what you see now. There's a lot of bee walls and stuff. Honeycombs and such. Uh, but there are certain areas that have cooler things. Like there's a queen bee somewhere around here. They're pretty cool. Um, let's see. So I guess let's just go this way.
So we just got to keep an eye on how much durability we have, because obviously we don't want to die. Clearly, so long as we're over these like honey pools and stuff, we should be fine. But it's always good to be a little cautious. Ah, wonderful. This actually might be the area I was looking for. Maybe. I actually don't know. Actually, I'm not certain. It might be though. I think I remember. Oh, I'm being fired at from all angles. I remember it being like kind of like hanging in the air, though. So I don't actually think this is the right place, but it looks kind of similar, which is cool. I remember all of the stuff hanging from the sky though, so guess we'll have to do that. All right. Hi, bud. Actually, they'd be more drunk gas. Drop going. What should cover for Izumi is in fact the Lorax. Sorry to have to be the one to break the news. This is going to make me feel gross, so I'm not going to do that. Honey crystal shards. Hey, those are pretty useful. Some chains. What do you got? Gray wool for emeralds? Come on now. Books, diaries, books and diaries of all kinds, I guess. Alright. Let's see. So, what I'm looking for is, like I said, it was kind of like a thing that's... I thought it was hovering in the air, but maybe it doesn't have to be. Maybe it can be on the ground. I don't know. Ow. Ow. What the heck? Oh god, I'm being assaulted. Alright. I have a flower headwear. What is this? That didn't do anything. Maybe I have to turn off my armor in order to see it or something. Ow. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was I got excited because I was like, oh my god, this might be the place I was looking for. I'll be honest though, I had my doubts because yeah, it just doesn't really give the vibe of the place I was looking for. Could have been the place, but I wasn't all that confident. We lost a little bit of durability on the old broom. What the heck? That's a strange noise. Ow. Alright, I'm starting to potentially need some assistance. Alright. Some spiky pollen. Interesting. Oh,
What's this? Gold comb blocks. Ow. Not what I'm needing. Alright. Hive pillar. I'm finding a lot of stuff, which is cool. But I'm not finding what I'm looking for, which is not as cool. Hey, Izzy, if you're still watching, the clothes are in the dryer and the washer also. Could you maybe, like, help with that? Please. I do like steak. It's true. It's one of my faves. Hi, buddy. Hi, Apollo the Thieving Bee. If I just, like... It's just a bunch of leather armor. Alright. We ride. We ride at dawn. Well, time doesn't really exist here in the hive, so we ride whenever we feel like it. Ooh, this might be the place. It sure do be chains hanging, so maybe we got really lucky. Nice. I think we did. Awesome. This is actually exactly what I was looking for. Crystalline flower. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to take the honey crystal as well. Oh. So guys, I did not know that that the honey cushioned my fall. Something we just learned together. I thought this was about to be over. That's... Ooh. That was dumb of me. Huh. Alright, well. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Could have fallen to my actual death. Glad that isn't what happened. I'm actually going to throw a waystone here because that would have I want to be able to come back. So let's just come up here. Seems that there's quite a few of these crystalline flowers, which is interesting because the crystalline flowers are actually very, very useful. So we'll call it the crystal flowers. Nice. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go home. I'm falling through the earth. Nice. So we have a crystalline flower. Why did I get this? You may be pondering to yourself. You might be thinking, Ferret, what are you thinking getting this flower? What is it even for? What could you even use such a flower for? Let me tell you, this is actually one of the most crazy useful items in this mod pack. Why is that? Because if I make a crystal block real quick, put that there. That there, I can consume and enchant anything. So, what does this mean? This basically means that I can give them my XP levels. Yeah? And this plant gets taller as it goes. And, for example, say I was really in the need for, oh, I don't know. Let's see. I'll take some books. Take a book.
start
No.
the dryer. Because it was really wet and there was no dryer sheet in there or anything. So, I started it.
Uh-huh.
I set an alarm.
Thank you. I did a oopsie, guys. I made a mistake. Okay. Well. So I can take this book. Here, let me toss some other stuff up here real quick. I take this book, and I can basically enchant it with whatever I want. Pretty much all of the enchantments in the game are accessible to me. So if I go ahead and just enchant this like crazy, we got a nice tall, and it actually grows in the world as well to do this. Put the book in here. So it has levels that you can sort by. Sort by level, I guess. Yeah, let's sort by level. Actually, no, we'll sort by display name so that I can easily find things. So let's say I wanted to put fortune. But actually, you know what? Everybody loves mending. Yeah? Everybody loves mending. Say I wanted to throw mending on this. I'll just click mending. It's tier 6. So if I take this mending, it will give me mending, and it'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers. Almost all the way up to tier 7. Almost the entire thing. But, so, it's worth 6 levels. I could take, and I can get mending. Just like that. Another cool thing I can do is I can actually duplicate enchantments. So, say I have a mending book. Oh, sorry. Say I have a mending book already. Like this Fortune 2. Say I don't want to go through that whole process of, it's kind of expensive to get more of them. There is actually a enchantment, oh, yes, here, the printer. This can be used to do a couple things. First things that it can do is just kind of random stuff. But the main thing it's for, in my opinion, is to use books with enchantments in here, and then you can duplicate them. So all it uses is a book, a little bit of experience, and you can duplicate pretty much any enchantment indefinitely, basically. It works forever, kind of. It's pretty awesome. And so the combination of those two things, I can pretty much get whatever enchantments I want, which is awesome. But yeah, it's a little peek behind the curtain of what's to come, hopefully. So long as I don't die, then that is what's kind of planned. I've got that, as well as obviously I've got a lot of other ideas I want to do, but like that's the main few things. Also this, particularly this one, a lot of this in the future, so be aware of that, I guess. So we got basic power, a lot of stuff we've got here. Dye essence, apparently, that's pretty cool. So I can get whatever color of dye I need, that's actually going to be really useful if I do that. Lot of that. All right, and there's some buckets in there, and industrial hemp seed. There we go. Nice. All right, cool. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call that for now. Call this session here for now. Got another 7 days in. No deaths so far. Pretty good. Didn't even really get all that close, which is awesome. Been playing it pretty safe, all things considered. We've got a good amount of Inferium, though. As you can see, this has grown in supply while we've been gone, which has been awesome. Our goals soon will be kind of get work on a couple of things, mainly getting work in the we're gonna get work in getting, let's see, I'm sure there is a quest achievement for it. Let's see. I'm almost certain of it. I'd be surprised if there wasn't. But it might honestly not exist. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so... Huh, interesting. Either way... oh! Now I remember. Ugh, God, it took me a second. Alright, hold on. Let me really quickly show you what my plan was. Why I went through all that trouble. I obviously wanted to be able to make enchantments and stuff. That's part of the fun. But, specifically why I did it today, why I went out to do that, was because I wanted to do this, which is to take this, which has... Yeah, because it just gives me haste, which is fine. This is why I did this. This is why I got this. Anyway. So this, and then we go down to... Silk Touch. I wanted Silk Touch. So that I could put the Silk Touch on my pickaxe. And then I can go to the... Of course, we have visitors, friends. We have visitors. I could use this Silk Touch, and I might have enough. I don't have enough yet. Ugh, that's unfortunate. I'll have to go to a nearby village, and maybe they have an anvil? I don't know. We'll find out. That'll be next time. We have Silk Touch. We have a pickaxe. You know what happens when you take Silk Touch and a pickaxe, put them together. You get... That's right. Silk Touch. On a pickaxe that I can use the nether with a nether quartz. And then, using the nether quartz, I can create a nether quartz nest, which I can then use to get some crystalline bees, which I can turn into prosperity bees. And bam, we have infinite prosperity shards. Let's go. That's the plan, at least. Hopefully it works. I've never tested it before, so hopefully it works. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this stream. I do hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, make sure to comment, subscribe, tell your friends. It's a new channel. And so we need as much traction as we can get. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys do enjoy. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.